Huh.
Oh, it was probably the other
Oh,
room.
okay.
Sorry.
Huh.
Hello. My name is Megan. Would you mind if we close the door?
Okay.
So it's nice to meet you, finally, rather than conversing via email. But my name's Megan. I'm the Vice President of Human Resources here at Goodwill. This is Chris Vinces. He is my HR manager. He is here kind of just as a learning opportunity for him. We all have opportunities to learn and train, and so this is a great opportunity for him. So we are just here today to have a conversation with you. You've had some complaints and concerns, and I want to try to get those addressed. So,
Okay.
what can I do for you?
Well, that email that you sent, where you said like it was kind of like you said I was angry, or I was coming from a bad place, something like that, and you told me to stop it, like I was like a slave or a child, something like that. I don't think that was appropriate.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying.
No, human beings. You're dealing with people, human beings that have feelings just like you, and they're affected by the same things just like you. But I don't have no tolerance, especially for the place where I have to clock in for 8 hours a day and have to tolerate it. I just learned if you have a problem, just based off my life experience, if you have a problem, then there's no problem saying anything, especially considering the things that folks feel entitled to do and say, and folks just get mad for people trying to speak up against it. I'm coming from a place that just want fair treatment. That's all. And if you see it as I don't know what you call me in the email, but if you see it as anything as bad, then I think you're just misunderstanding.
Okay, so the reason why I put a stop to the emails is because when you type in all caps and you use 7 or 8 exclamation points in a row.
Urgency. It just means urgency, not yelling. I have a sense of urgency for not being treated fairly at all. And I tolerate and a person with a speech impediment as well. The things that I've dealt with in the past, I just learned. Like when you come to somebody about being treated fairly, especially at your job, then you take it seriously because that's your life. You have to stand up for yourself. Don't know, ain't nobody gonna stand up for yourself but yourself. So you gotta take it seriously. So.
Okay, so what I was gonna say before you interrupted me is in email etiquette, when you use all capitalizations and you use multiple exclamation points, that is considered screaming or yelling. So perhaps this is a trainable moment for you that when you use those things, when people are reading emails from you, it reads as screaming, yelling, or angry, not necessarily urgency. So that is just kind of expected email etiquette. So that is why in my email I told you I don't consent to be treated that way. I don't consent to be yelled at, and I don't consent to be treated in a way that's unprofessional. And that type of behavior in an email is both of those things. So while I very much understand that you feel a sense of urgency, that's not the way your email came across.
Can I talk now? You said unprofessional. It was. That's the reason why I had to contact you in the first place, because of unprofessionalism from top to bottom, and I think that's the reason why you mad, because I'm just calling it out, because you sound upset. And I just told you it was a sense of urgency. And I explained that to you the other day, that I'm not yelling or mad. So if you want to sit here and call me all kinds of things, except for the truth, then go ahead. But I know I'm coming from a good place. I'm coming from a place that wants to be treated fairly, and just, if it was anybody else complaining, that would be heard or something like that. But I experienced that. So if you want to go ahead, I guess.
So I think there's a miscommunication. I am not here in any way, shape, or form because I'm angry. I'm not here because I'm not listening to you. I drove 2 hours to come and talk to you face to face. This is not a coming to Jesus. This is not a slap on the wrist from you.
I didn't say anything about religion.
Can I finish?
I don't say anything about religion at all.
So sorry, that was my phrase. I will use a different phrase if that makes you uncomfortable. So this is not a disciplinary thing. No one is in trouble. No one is in any way, shape, or form coming at you. I'm attempting to solve the problem. That's my job. So you have said many times that you feel like you're being treated unethically. I've asked you at least twice for names, dates, times, examples, and you have them. All right, perfect. Let's go through them.
And there was an incident a few weeks ago where, like, I don't know what she is straight to, but there's a person named Carla, and like I clean up, but sometimes when I'm in the back area, so too, and if I see a car and the people are gone, anybody around, I kind of uh uh take the things from the people, and I remember I took a cart, and then I think I don't know his name. I think Miguel. I think he had just came back after I got done, and I signed the paper, and I was about to push the cart back, and then Carla said, "No, just leave it right there and go, finish what you were doing." And it was very rude, and I think, like to be talked to like that at the job, that's, and then it was other time where I was cleaning the bathroom. I think not last Saturday, but it was Saturday before last, and like when somebody knocks on the door, you know, you know, most people don't say nothing because it's locked, but when I was cleaning it, somebody asked me like to say who I was through the door, and a person like as a person with speech impairment, I don't have to do that at all, because like face to face, you can kind of understand me, but like through a door, like far away, no, I don't do that because you know, for a person with speech impairment, it's not, I don't have to do that, and I feel like I explain myself, because before like I interact with people or meet somebody that I have to work for or something like that, I always make sure I explain I tell them that I have a speech impediment and just about about being patient and like understanding stuff like that too, and I try to like teach about it too, and I kind of just take it upon myself to like uh uh advocate for myself because like the experience has been so bad. I just learned to like just you know just advocate the importance of it, and instead of just just being frustrated with the reaction thing like that too. Just learn and also and kind of like some other people with speech impairments have reached out to me and stuff like that, and like and they tell me about their experience as well, and it's pretty similar things like that other folks go through their jobs and interact and stuff like that too, and I think that's important.
Can I repeat back what I understood from that? Because I'm not sure I understood all of it. Not your speech. I just don't think I understood the story.
Mhm.
So you were behind a door and someone could see you and they were trying to get your attention or talk to you, but you chose not to talk back to them because you don't like to engage in communication that way, and then that person responded negatively back to you?
No, I just didn't say nothing, because I didn't have to, because I tell people that I don't speak, don't try and yell at me from far away, and don't make me speak to you when I'm not face to face with you, through a door or something like that, and I don't have to.
So were they rude to you because that's...
Oh yeah, it is kind of rude.
Wait,
For me, it is.
It's rude that they engaged with you that way?
Yeah,
or
yes.
that you were rude because you didn't respond? I don't understand.
Because I didn't engage with them.
Okay. So how is that unfair treatment of you?
Because you're no, you're not understanding, and you're not trying to. Because I see that right now.
That's not fair.
You trying to
Please
make
don't
me?
do that.
No,
That
that's
not
not
fair.
fair. Well, just because you have a position that you don't mean you have a certain privilege to treat anybody any kind of way.
What
You
way
a
am I
person too.
treating
If
you,
you
Mr.
had
Kevin?
a speech impediment, you'll be the same way.
Listen, I'm trying to understand you. I'm literally engaging you in conversation, and you are telling me how I feel. Don't put emotions on me. I don't feel any sort of way.
No, you do. You don't have to say it, because I feel it the way you're talking to me.
Okay. So do you want assistance with this, or do you just want to be upset about it? Genuinely and truly. I'm here. I will go through each of these things with you and try to figure out a way so that you feel valued in this workplace. But if you are going to find offense with me sitting across the table from you having this conversation, then you're going to find offense in what everyone is doing. And there's nothing that can be done to fix that. So what would you like to see done?
Yes, there is something you can do to fix it.
What do you need me to do?
Make people hold themselves accountable for what they do and say.
I
Make
need
people
specifics.
hold themselves accountable for what they do and say.
Okay.
Stop giving other people privileges that other people don't have.
What privileges specifically are being given to others that others don't have?
Double standardness. Other folks can do things, but other folks can't.
Please give me specific. Do things, double standard, that's not specific. I want a specific example. How am I being treated differently right now than you? Or how are other people here being treated differently
Our
than
experiences are not the same. Our experiences are not the same, and that's the world that we live in. Don't act like it's not.
Okay, but you're putting words in my mouth that I didn't say.
I'm trying to get you to understand, because if you don't understand that, then if you're not even trying to understand that, or not even trying to go deeper, then we're not getting nowhere. Because that's just the world I live in.
Okay, so I'm done with that conversation. Let's go ahead and move through these. And if there's anything specific with each of these examples you would like me to see done to fix them, then I would like to know specifics. I would like to see this behavior changed. I would like to see this behavior addressed. Okay, so this one I believe we've already addressed. Lisa interrupted you when you were trying to say goodwill you. You were trying to get the word out, having a time. She blurted out the word. So we have done the stuttering training that you requested. I specifically spoke to all the managers. Has this behavior happened again with Lisa? Okay.
Is this constantly happen to where, like, no, this is what I do with every day. No, I write some things down, but this is what I do with every day. Like me, I don't even I have never started a conversation with anybody before in my life. I've never started a conversation with anybody outside my family, because it's just like I've gotten so much rejection, especially like, and just the reactions. It's just and to deal with that, I just don't like to talk to people. Like my whole life, people been calling me like quiet, but just like if I have something to say, I'm gonna say it. But can you please be respectful of me? That's all. And I hardly get that at all. And I just want to make sure.
Genuine question. You're expecting respect. You're expecting to be treated professionally. You're expecting to be communicated to professionally. Do you extend that respect
Yes.
to others?
Yes. As somebody respect me.
I don't feel
as somebody respect me. The reactions I've got in my life.
Okay, but I'm asking if you respect me.
And you just want me to be quiet about how I'm being treated at all? Like, you just want to be quiet? Like, the reactions I got in my life is bad, and to the point where it just needs to be addressed, and I just advocate for it and make people aware of it, because folks that don't, who speaking don't come by too hard as mine, like, don't get those things. But I'm just trying to say them. If you're offended, by these things, then just say that, but don't call me a bad person. I'm just trying to make the world aware.
Never ever called you a bad person. Those words never came out of my mouth.
Or angry or anything like that.
So I didn't call you angry. I said I'm not going to be spoken.
You did say that.
I said I am not going to be spoken to the way you were speaking to me.
You need to put this email up?
I mean, you're certainly welcome to, but you're not going to find the word angry. You said that. I didn't.
And then you said something about that I'm a racist or
I said you were using racially inflammatory comments. You said, and I'm quoting, that I would treat a white person different than I would treat you.
That's true. Is that true?
You don't know me.
Is that true? Is that how his world works? Is that how we?
That's not
is that the world that
you
we live in?
I did that. This is not the world.
Yes, it is.
I'm not the world. I am a white woman working in the workplace. But my race doesn't have anything to do with it, and I'm treating you the same way I treat Chris, The same way I would treat a white person, a mixed person, or a black person. I'm here doing my job. That's my job.
Consciously or conscious about it. That's how the world works. That's how people do. Like,
I don't consent to your judgments of me.
I'm not judging. I'm saying like everybody does that stuff.
I don't consent to your judgments of me.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying like
that's a problem. You don't know me.
It's an issue in society.
But you don't know me. I've lived as a minority. I lived in a country where men spat on me. I've lived the life that you're talking about. But you're looking at me as a white woman in power and you're going, you're the problem. I'm not the problem. That's how you feel, but I'm not. I'm just saying, like, in society, to make people aware. Kevin, you're talking about society, and I'm talking about the relationship right now between you and me.
This place that we're in is in the society that we live in. And every single little detail of society is in everything that we do.
But I don't consent to you making comments about me that aren't true. I don't consent to you making judgment calls about me that aren't true. Because I'm not here making judgment calls about you. I'm here listening to you, and I'm here trying to make this world right for you. But you are telling me that I'm a racist because society demands that I am because of my skin tone. That's not fair. I don't consent to it. So, but what I can fix in this is that I will have another conversation and ensure that people not only don't interrupt you, but that don't try to finish your words for you. I can believe that is very frustrating. So you have my word that will be addressed again in this location. So this one, I feel like we have a good go on. The next one, Lisa called you into the office with other managers to talk about not being responsive after the new